There's a place in this world where you can never predict when the sun will rise or set. In this land, polar bears outnumber people, and if you ever set foot here, you'll be required to carry a rifle. Birth and death are forbidden. The ground is too cold for even time to touch. This is Svalbard, Norway's extraordinary northernmost territory. Are you ready to explore this unique region, where survival is an art and nature shows its harshest face? Svalbard is an archipelago located in the Arctic Ocean, north of mainland Norway. It's about 800 kilometers, 500 miles, north of the Norwegian mainland, and is quite close to the North Pole. Life in Svalbard is very different from anywhere else due to its extreme location. The climate is entirely Arctic, cold and harsh. Summers are short and cool, while winters are long, dark, and freezing. In the winter, temperatures usually hover around -20 degrees Celsius, -4 degrees Fahrenheit, while in the summer they rarely exceed 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. During the summer months, the sun never sets, while in winter it never rises, which only adds to Svalbard's mysterious and captivating atmosphere. The history of Svalbard is quite interesting. In 1596, the Dutch explorer Willem Barents discovered these lands. However, there is evidence that Vikings and Pomors may have reached this area before him. In the 17th and 18th centuries, Svalbard became an important base for European whalers. European whalers used this region for many years, bringing Svalbard's name to the world. In the 19th century, Russian Pomors and Norwegian fishermen arrived in Svalbard and began engaging in fur trading. However, there were no permanent settlements at that time. It wasn't until the early 20th century, when coal deposits were discovered, that Svalbard's strategic importance increased, leading to the establishment of the first permanent settlements. The Svalbard Treaty, signed in 1920, officially granted Norway sovereignty over Svalbard, giving it international status. Today, more than 40 countries have the right to conduct economic activities in Svalbard due to this treaty. The main settlement in Svalbard is Longyearbyen, home to about 2,000 people, making it the largest settlement in the archipelago. Longyearbyen is considered the heart of Svalbard, where nearly everything needed for modern life can be found. Other important settlements include Barentsburg, Russian-owned, and Ny-Alesund. The population of Svalbard is quite diverse, with Norwegians, Russians, Ukrainians, and people from other nations living there. However, life here is usually temporary. Scientists, workers, and tourists come and stay for a while before returning home. Life in Svalbard is challenging due to the harsh natural conditions. Cold weather, darkness, and isolation dominate most of the year. Yet, the people who live here manage to lead a modern life despite these challenges. Longyearbyen has a hospital, a school, a university, a library, a museum, and other modern facilities. Interestingly, giving birth and dying in Svalbard is prohibited. This is because the ground is permanently frozen, known as permafrost. When bodies are buried in such ground, they do not decompose, increasing the risk of potential disease outbreaks. Therefore, those who are seriously ill or close to death are sent back to the mainland. Svalbard's nature is truly breathtaking. This region is covered with glaciers, fjords, mountains, and tundra, making it a paradise for wildlife. Polar bears, reindeer, Arctic foxes, and various bird species inhabit these lands. Polar bears, in particular, are one of the symbols of Svalbard, and there are more polar bears here than people. Because of this, carrying a rifle when venturing outside is mandatory in Svalbard. But don't worry, these rifles are only for self-defense, allowing you to protect yourself if you encounter a polar bear. One of the most famous aspects of Svalbard worldwide is the global seed vault. Opened in 2008, this vault was built to preserve the world's plant diversity. In the event of a global catastrophe, the seeds stored here would allow for the replanting of various plant species. This highlights Svalbard's significance, not only for its harsh environment and wildlife, but also for its vital role in global preservation. The legal status and special regulations of Svalbard are also fascinating. The Svalbard Treaty gave the region an international status. For those living there, specific rules apply. For instance, people from anywhere in the world can move to Svalbard without a Norwegian visa. However, they must be able to support themselves to live there. Also, to protect the environment and wildlife, various laws are enforced in this nature-integrated region. Finally, Svalbard faces some challenges in the future. Climate change is significantly affecting Svalbard. Glaciers are melting, permafrost is thawing, and rising sea levels are threatening life in the region. Despite these challenges, Svalbard continues to be a unique place, both for its natural beauty and its cultural and economic significance. So there you have it, the captivating world of Svalbard. This region is one of the most fascinating places on Earth, with its stunning natural beauty and challenging living conditions. If you ever get the chance to visit Svalbard, I can guarantee that every moment you spend there will be unforgettable.